So I see Ralph yesterday. Everybody knows Ralph, right? Everybody hates Ralph.
Everybody loves to hate Ralph.
Everybody loves to hate Ralph. So I'm talking to him. He goes, "You're not going to believe this." There's a big Playboy party every year at the Playboy Mansion called the Midsummer Night's Dream or something.
It's the pajama party.
The pajama party.
The lingerie party.
Chicks have to show up in lingerie and guys have to wear pajamas. All right? And it's supposed to be outrageous.
This is Christmas every year for Ralph.
Yeah. This is like unbelievable. So like a year ago, I got him into the party. I did him a favor. You talk about make a wish? I made a wish for this guy.
And he's not dying.
No. He was dying that day, though. He never saw so many good-looking chicks. Tells me he's the greatest party. Wall-to-wall great-looking chicks. And the number of guys is kept down to a minimum. So for a guy to get into a party like this is like a dream. It's make a wish. And the security, this is all true, everything I'm telling you. In order to get into this party, if you're not so famous, they let famous dudes in. Because they want to take pictures of them and put it in Playboy Mansion.
Right, and they want people to talk about the party and write about it.
And that's why I won't go. I wouldn't go because there's a guy walking around with a camera, so then you end up looking like, some desperate dude at some party trying to meet lingerie chicks.
You may be that, but you don't want to look at it.
Yeah, exactly. No, how about this? I am that, and I don't want to be seen as that. All right? I don't want to be seen running around.
I want to be seen for what I am.
Right, exactly. Thank you. I don't want it on film. I don't know. I find that embarrassing. Yeah, what's up, Baba Boo? Hi.
I know you're about to talk about how hard it is to get into these parties and stuff.
Yeah, let me talk about it.
Well, no, I was going to tell a story about someone. There's a guy who's like, he's a minor celebrity. Nobody,
Well, who is it?
I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he's like a minor celebrity. And he went to a party at the Playboy Mansion, and, they made him go through this whole thing, and then they asked, he wanted to know, could he bring somebody? And they go, well, this is his first party.
I see you're going to ruin my story. You're ruining it. This is where I was going.
Oh.
This is where I'm going.
Okay, I didn't know. I was trying to help.
They asked the guy to send over a photograph of the person, right?
Right.
That's what story you're going to tell?
No. No, they just said to the guy, this is your first party. We'll see how it goes. And then in the future, we'll let you know if you can come plus one. But they only let him go alone.
All right, okay, so that's a different story than I was going to tell. Who was it, Eric Estrada?
No.
Give us a name.
Give us the name. But that's how tight it is. In other words, so if you get it... Now, and then there's two levels of guys who get in. Girls, I guess, no problem. But even girls have a hard time getting in.
Come on.
But I'm going to tell you.
They're playmates, don't they?
No, they let good-looking girls in, but here's the deal. Let's say I call up and say I'm going to bring a girl.
Mm-hmm.
They say, please send her 8x10 headshot. The guys who run the party look it over. If they think she's good-looking enough, they let her into the party.
But no uglies get into this party.
Girls get rejected. Girls get rejected from the party. It's only good-looking chicks, and then they keep the number of guys down so that when you show up, it's tons of chicks. It is the world's most perfect party.
What would you say the ratio of guys to girls
3 to 1.
3 to 1?
Right.
3 girls to every guy.
If you can't score there, you're not going to score anywhere.
3 girls to every guy.
3 girls for every guy.
The Beach Boys knew about that.
So, check this out. This is the whole story. Then there's 2 tiers, 2 levels of guys who get into the party.
All right, what are the tiers?
There are guys who can drive their cars right up to the door.
And then there drive in?
And, drive in and have their car parked.
Uh-huh.
And then there are guys who get driven to a certain checkpoint. They have to get out of their cars and either walk up to the mansion or take a bus up to the mansion.
Get bussed over.
Yeah.
And how do you know? I mean, what does that say about you?
I don't know. But just listen to this story with Ralph.
But wait a minute, I'm just saying, if you've got to be bussed over, what does that say?
Okay, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Rick Rubin, big record producer, started Def Jam Records, worth about, what, $200 million?
Yeah.
He gets bussed over.
Are you kidding?
He can't drive up to the door. Rick Rubin.
Wow.
All right?
Who gets to drive in?
Well, listen to this.
How many people are we talking about?
I don't know. Let's listen to this story. Let me get to this story. So a year ago, I get Ralph into this party as a favor. Get him in. They thought I was showing up with him, I think. But anyway, he goes. Mm-hmm. Not only does he go, but they have subsequent parties, and guess what? Ralph gets called.
He's on the... he gets called?
He gets called for the parties. So Ralph's thinking he's a big shot. In fact, it's getting so out of hand.
But wait a minute. He doesn't drive up.
And drives up.
Oh, no.
And drives up after the first party.
Stop it.
So somehow he worked his way, and he's got a friend named Hunter who's tied up with the organization.
Right.
So
Because
Ralph,
he had his friend inside.
Ralph's thinking he's a real player. And Hef's his hero because this is the way a party is run, and he keeps people out, and that's the way it should be. The quality has to be kept up.
Quality? Then how'd you get in?
Hef this, Hef that, right? All right. And I even took him to meet Hef.
Right.
Did
he say anything?
No, he just said, "Oh, Mr. Hefner."
And what did Hefner say?
And I'm thinking Hef looks kind of like a douchebag in those pajamas. And Ralph's go, "That is great. Look at those pajamas. I would wear pajamas like that." I mean, it's unbelievable, the hero worship, right? So, listen to this.
Hef could do no wrong.
Right. So Ralph is going to all the parties. People are calling Ralph saying, "Hey, can you get me in?"
Ralph is flying from New York to L.A. just for parties.
Well, why not? They're talking about every hot chick on the planet. It's a mecca for hot chicks.
But basically what we're saying is Ralph saves up so he can afford the ticket to get to the party.
And according to the last party he went to, he tells me he got oral from some chick right at the Playboy Mansion.
At the mansion.
At the mansion.
On the ground.
On the grounds. This is what he's claiming. This is what he's claiming.
That place should be shut down.
So
that's illegal.
No, it's the guy's house. He's allowed to do it. You're allowed to have oral.
Oh, please, that's no house.
Anyway, things are going smashingly well, and now the big party is coming up. That's the Midsummer Night's Dream party.
His big party.
The pajama party.
Cleared my schedule.
And he keeps telling me, "I'm going to L.A.
He probably had the date circled on his calendar.
Right. So he calls about a week ago.
Because they hadn't called him.
Right. This one's a big party, so you got to call. He calls and says he's interested in going. They call him back and they say no. He can't go, which I love because what the hell is Ralph doing there?
How do they say
anyway?
no, though?
Yeah.
They just point blank said, "Listen, it is the hottest party of the year.
No. Guest list very tight.
The guest list is tight. It's very crowded.
And don't have room for you.
Yeah, and Hef says, no more people and blah 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 blah.
It's already booked.
So all of a sudden, Ralph's like in a tailspin because he realizes he's no longer somebody, and it leveled him because he even said, "I was starting to think I was somebody. I was taking it for granted, and now I can't get in." He was starting to think like he was in.
So now he realized what a big deal it is.
Now he's even wants more, and he's saying, "You know what? The fact that they threw me out shows you how great a party it is." Hef wants to keep the ratio of girls to guys, and also he goes, "I'm nobody." That shows you how good it is that they throw people out.
It ain't that good because you ever got in.
Right. It's not a lot.
You were taking the party down.
Right. So anyway, they call him back 2 days later.
Yeah.
And they said, "Look, in all fairness, it is really crowded, but if you want, send us your picture."
Oh.
Send us your picture. He says, "How insulting is this? Send us your picture." So he goes, "Listen, I don't have an 8x10 picture. I'm not a model or anything." They go, "Just send us any picture." So he had pictures from the previous Playboy party with him running around the Playboy Mansion. He sent them over to them. They called back, and they say, "Yes, we saw your pictures. You can't come."
Oh.
So now he's...
Oh, man, now he's really been...
Now he's really humiliated because they looked him over.
Right. I mean, before he was just anonymous.
And now he's ugly. Now he's an ugly... Like, the chicks are...
Now you don't look good enough.
Yeah, now you don't look good enough to even come to the party.
First you just couldn't come.
Yeah.
Now you really don't even look like you should have ever been here.
Yeah, now, and forget about it.
You're an ugly nobody.
You're an ugly nobody. So now he really respects them more because they're right.
They found me out.
They found me out. No party for our boy.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the nervous of people to call you and say, "Send me a picture"?
Mm-hmm.
And that idiot does it.
Right. He's an idiot.
Like his picture would ever get accepted.
Right.
Get a low list.
How funny is that?
Who does he think he is?
Yeah. We should call that imbecile.
I would love to talk to him.
Yeah, he said he wanted to come in and talk about it, but you know what? I couldn't hold back the story. I had to tell you.
You know he's going to wind
up. So
Yeah.
funny.
He should have sent KC's picture.
Really?
Right.
What was he thinking to send his own picture?
He sent his own picture. And he's so afraid of Hef and Playboy and everything because it's so important. He sent his own picture. He'd be afraid of getting discovered.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
And that's something. Hey, Brian.
I hope you remember every moment you spent at the mansion.
Isn't that great? Isn't that the best? Hey, by the way, Senator Beetlejuice is coming in just a second. He wants to stop by and say hey.
Our candidate.
Yeah. Wants to